Hey, Michael Leckie here again. Um, Normally, I'd be using this space to do one of our "What's the Question" series, where I take questions from the Heart of Transformation, and which is my book on building human capabilities that drive change or create change-capable organizations. But we apply them to things that are happening in the news, and we did that already today with a previous article you made, a previous video you may have seen talking about Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida shipping a couple of planefuls of undocumented immigrants up to Martha's Vineyard. And I won't dig back into that, but after we recorded the video, I was talking with the great Fei Wu, who is my partner in all things social media marketing, product, etc. And we were talking about kind of what it made us think of. And I'll be very honest with you, and this will take me out of the politically independent realm. What it made me think of is, what kind of a clown Ron DeSantis was behaving like, that it was kind of an ultimate expression of trolling behavior to take real human beings and ship them off somewhere to make a point. But all the things it does to disrupt their or to impact their lives seemed like didn't really matter. And I found that a little bit reprehensible, I'll be honest. So you can see maybe where some of my politics lie. I guess some of you can now turn the channel off. But when we were talking about it, one of the things that Faye says, it reminds me of your question from the book, The Heart of Transformation, around what is your third best idea. And maybe the third best idea I had wouldn't have been just talking about the removal, but talking the people moving there, but talking about kind of how I felt about it. And what I felt about it was it's a real expression of what I guess is troll culture gone awry. And and as human beings, we've always had a way of relating that could be, sarcastic, or as the my friends in the UK say, taking the piss a little bit, having a fun time, poking fun at people. I know in Australia they refer to it as tall poppy syndrome. Somebody kind of stands up and you take a shot, take him down a little bit to kind of get us all on equal ground. So we've always done that type of thing. But in the years since we've had the internet and so much communication moving online, trolling has taken on a life of its own. And the people that we are, taking that little shot at now, maybe in a fun or sarcastic way, we no longer have a relationship with. Used to be you do it with your mates or your friends, or at least someone you're seeing face to face. Now it's people that you don't know anything about them. And so the trolling gets meaner, it gets more divisive, it gets very much less, humane. And now we find ourselves in this culture where it's okay to actually take, you know, plane loads full of people and ship them off somewhere where they don't know where they're going, what's going to happen with their lives, as a means of, trolling or owning the libs or trolling somebody else. So I guess this one is not really much of a what's the question. It's maybe more what's the rant today. But my biggest concern is that this whole okaying of trolling and it moving into the mainstream now out of the internet and into things we're doing in everyday life and how we relate just makes us kind of I know, a society of trolls, which doesn't feel like it's going to get us really anywhere in working together. It's just going to move us farther apart. And the country I live in, the United States, is very divided politically now, and that's not unusual in many countries. But it's not something that's driving a lot of peace, a lot of harmony, a lot of reconciliation, a lot of coming together. It's driving families apart, it's driving friends apart. And so I guess the question I would have for us today is one I'm going to make up with which is what's the cost of trolling? And maybe as we have an opportunity where we might naturally troll someone, either a big or a small way, someone we know, someone we don't know, maybe we should pause and think, what's the cost of this? And is it really worth whatever it is I think I'm getting out of it? And maybe just be a little bit nicer to each other today. Nice to see you. Bye-bye.